more. Oh, what that dying. This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Show no more, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we'd only just criticize to build and not to destroy. We are in the service of God and country, and I want to say thank you so much for coming along with us. From the newsreel, we always endeavor to keep it real. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunamo. And here we speak truth to power, no 2 weeks about them thing, man. And today we have a number of issues to look at, and I truly need you to come along. This is the people's voice, the voice of the people. And again, I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. This is the Black Pot. Now today, so many things are up here for discussion. And I need you to open your ears and listen with rapt attention. Every day we have news coming in. And I need you to open your ears and listen with rapt attention. Now this one I'm reading, my brother, my sister, from Ghana Web. And it says, oh my God, our people are beginning to stand up. Many people are beginning to see the right thing to do in order to see a better nation. My brother, my sister, and that is why I am so excited that democracy is beginning to be understood by our people in so many different areas. Now this one, my brother, my sister, is coming from Kumasi. And it says, you don't break the 8 if you don't develop Ashanti region. And this one is coming from the Kumasi market traders. Now we all remember last week, Kajetia traders, especially the women, came out and made it clear to Canada, Japan, that the NPP is not a party for nordness. It is a party for everybody. It's neither a party for nordness nor Ashantis. And I'm talking about KJTR market women. They made it crystal clear because Canada Japan had mentioned some things and gendering and bordering on tribalism. Now, my brother, my sister, let's make this very clear. What did Canada Japan say? He asked if nordness are the only people fit to lead the nation. He was talking about the fact that if the NPP makes a mistake to pick up Baumia, it means that it will be an all-Northern affair. Mahama from the NDC and Baumia from the NPP. And he couldn't understand why Ghana would go for nordness. Just like that. Many people were exasperated by those comments. Others were angry. Some sat back and they were like, what is happening to our politics in this country? It took KJTR market women to come out and denounce that and say that, listen, those tribal utterances must stop. If at a point, some people believe that these people that we are nominating are the best people for now, does it matter what ethnic group they belong to? That's the question they asked. Today they are speaking again. And they say, and this is from Ghana Web, he says, you won't break the 8 if you don't develop Ashanti region. Kumasi traders. Some traders in the Kumasi metropolis of the Ashanti region have gone hard on President Akufo-Addo, his Vice President Mahmoud Baumia, and the governing New Patriotic Party, saying you will not break any 8 if you do not develop the region. Now the aggrieved traders threatened to vote out the NPP government if the party continue to neglect its stronghold in terms of development developmental projects and did not stop its lackadaisical approach to projects in the region. Addressing a press conference on Tuesday, October 10, 2023, the executive member of the group, Nana Asare Michael Bediako, said the NPP has abandoned all projects in the region, while some projects are still ongoing in other regions, especially in the eastern region. I leave it here. Now I'm going to make it so clear. Listen to this. The traders are saying that, listen, projects in the Ashanti region have stalled. Lackadaisical attitude, blamed for this. Whilst projects in the eastern region are going on vehemently with geometrical progress. What are they trying to say? The president is coming from the eastern region, right, Chebi? And because he's from the area, even though eastern region is smaller than Ashanti region, they would still make sure that the eastern region gets all the energy, whilst the Ashanti region goes down, according to the traders. Many people might not understand this. If you do not understand the geopolitics of this nation, all they are trying to tell the president is that you have neglected us who have supported you all this while. And you are running after your blood. And I'm talking about Chebi and the eastern region. Developmental projects have been resurrected. Things are ongoing in that area. Yet in the Ashanti region, which is supposed to be the stronghold of the party, nothing is happening. My brother, my sister, much as I do not subscribe to tribal politics, I would like to make this very clear. This is a dirty government that is not interested in developing what other people started. I don't know what sickness it is with politicians. It is so hard for politicians to continue projects that were started by other governments before them, especially if those governments come from a different political tradition. My brother, my sister, do you all remember the Commander Sugar Factory? Do you remember, or have you lost count of how many times they resurrected it with their mouths? Do we all remember when Alan Shermanting said time without number? How the sugar factory was going to be resurrected, gave so many different dates that never came to pass. Today he wants to be president of this nation. What a comedian. Do we all remember, my brother, my sister, how they played politics with Saglemi? Do you all remember how the chief of a flower in the Volta region came out and vehemently told the president to come and remove the uncompleted building structures that were sitting on his land if the president would not come and complete that? And at the time, it was just left with about 10% to complete that project. My brother, my sister, what is wrong with our nation? We have no common sense of continuity. We all want to start it afresh. Nobody is ready for maintenance. At the end of the day, it looks like we are there to take credit more than to give credit. The people that are never ready to give credit will never get any credit themselves. Write it down. People that do not give credit will never ever be in a position to be given credit to. Think about it deeply, my brother, my sister. If you're not ready to honor, honor will never be due you. Today, my brother, my sister, is one of the biggest reasons our nation is descending and deteriorating into the abyss, a bottomless one. Look how many factories Kwame Nkrumah built. Look how many roads he built. See how much projects Kwame Nkrumah brought to us. Today, 98% of all of them have dwindled. They have been destroyed, not because they have outlived their usefulness. It's all because of dirty politicians from dirty, traditional, political backgrounds who are never ready to give credit where credit is due. They forget that a day will come when they will demand that credit as well for themselves, and they will never get it because they didn't live by example. Today, the Ashanti women, traders, are telling Mr. President that, Mr. President, we have seen all you're doing. The biggest project we had in the Ashanti region for the past how many years has been the KJTR market. And the person who built it is not even from this region. The person who fixed it and gave it that modern face and gave it all the aesthetics that it deserved didn't come from here. He didn't even come from our political tradition. He's from the other side, John Dramani Mahama. Mahama was not the best president we had. No. He was equally corrupt. But my brother, my sister, the corruption of Mahama as compared to the corruption of Nana Akufo-Addo, if we were to go spiritual, Mahama would be a fallen angel and Nana Akufo-Addo would be Lucifer, Satan himself. This is serious. Today, a lot of people have stopped going to church because of Nana Akufo-Addo. When he came, he became the epitome of spirituality. Oh, the battle is the Lord's. He went to church, dwarfishly danced all over the place, my brother, my sister, singing all the melodies he could find. From the days of his great-grandfather up till now, he remembered all those melodies and sang them in church. Many people thought that at last we had somebody who was spiritually aligned and could deal with the nation. Little did they know that Satan himself had come to rule this nation. Today, a lot of people have stopped going to church. Look at the KJTR market. My brother, my sister, look at how beautiful it has become. And when you look at it, you ask yourself, oh my God, if this is supposed to be the heartbeat of Ashanti, how many of you have been to Ashanti? This is the most picturesque place you can find on the tourism map of the area. They neglected it. I'm a Kumasi boy. I went to school in Kumasi all my life, my brother, my sister. And I know the KJTR market very well. KJTR at a point became the hub of thieves, all because of the development that it lacked. It was easy to run around, my brother, my sister, and steal and vanish. After all, it was an inundation of rebels. Somebody should underline this. KJTR was an inundation. Yes, a conglomeration of rebels. Slow down, Blakk Rasta. Easy, 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 easy. Look at KJTR right now like Dubai. Like Dubai. My brother, my sister, if I were Mahama, I will start writing my notes right now. What mistakes did I make in the past? Now I understand better that a legacy is better than all the wealth that I stash out. Use that to correct yourself. When you happen to come back again, please deal with the legacy that you will leave behind. Today, the little that you did, everybody's talking about that. They are talking about Dubai in Accra. They are talking about KJTR right there in Kumasi and much more. Today, anybody who goes to any of our hospitals and gets a cure and comes out, he says, thank you, Mahama. Today, anybody who eats guinea fowl and belches, he says, I'm confirmed now back. My brother, my sister, I hate politics. But as it stands right now, it looks like Nana Akufo-Addo has performed so abysmally that people now see Mahama to be an angel. To God be the glory. Another thing I would like to look at, my brother, my sister, and I need you to come along. And this one, on a normal day, I will not do anything like this. But my producer has asked me to do it. And I want to do it. Now, my brother, my sister, I'm reading this from Ghana Web. And it says, anal sex has become a new trend among some group of women. My God. Anal sex. My God. How do you say anal sex in Twi? I don't know. Because our ancestors never knew anything called anal sex. Now, so yabade. Anal sex, no. Or then, what is anal sex? It is what? Then, oyabada. My brother, my sister, I read, and this one is coming from Ghana Web. It says, anal sex has become a new trend among some group of women. And this is from the AIDS Commission boss, Dr. Chreme. I read. The Director General of the Ghana AIDS Commission, Dr. Chreme, has made a major revelation about the sexual preferences of many women in recent times. He said that surprisingly, many of these women prefer to have anal sex, contrary to the belief that it is rather men who demand for anal sex. He added that research rather shows that majority of women today are the ones with a high sexual preference for anal sex. A report by adumonline.com has said anal sex is not happening only between a man and his fellow man, but also between a man and a woman. It has become a new trend of fun among some groups of women. Men who have sex with colleague men, their chance of risk of getting HIV is 28 times higher than those who do not have anal sex, he said. Addressing the subject of HIV/AIDS risk factors, Dr. Etiahini said that such sexual preferences contribute to the high risk of contracting the deadly disease of HIV. My God, have mercy. Hey! Anal sex. We have experimented with almost everything in the bedroom. Now, it looks like we have run out of ideas and we want to get into nastiness. My brother, my sister, what is anal sex? And according to this, women in Ghana are now demanding anal sex. The first time I heard about anal sex practically was in England. I remember in 2005 when I was in England. My God. A friend of mine is still alive. I'll keep his name under wraps. He had a Jamaican girlfriend. And he told me, Blakk Rasta, as for this, my woman, anything I do for her, he doesn't kick her. All she wants is anal sex. Today I'm hearing it in Ghana that Ghanaian women are now actively, geometrically asking for anal sex. What do you get from anal sex? I'm sure by now some people are saying, Massa, old man, for fioko. Anal sex. Well, you are being rewarded with HIV/AIDS. For the anal sex that you are so interested in. Science will simply tell you that that place was never ever meant to be a sex orifice. But many people get into it, all because of our konobone. My brother, my sister, we are being told that HIV/AIDS is increasing. And one of the reasons is that we are indulging in non-traditional sexual behavior. My brother, my sister, in my days, if a man and a woman were caught doing it in the bush, they will be sent to the market and disgraced publicly. They would be asked to bring a goat or a sheep. Sometimes you would even be sent away in exile. Today, my brother, my sister, is one of our favorite sex styles. In the car. Oh, by the beach. In front of the sea. Oh, in the bush. Some people even have it whilst they are flying in the air. They call those things fantasies. At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, we are lasting ourselves into destruction. Sex is supposed to be a very spiritual thing, right? But some people do it like a pastime, a hobby. Anybody you catch, and you are going, and you write it in your diary, another conquest. You see Amaka, pine. You move from Amaka, Sally, pine. Sally even looks like underage. Maybe she's not ready for that. Another person, everybody you meet. What is the difference between you and the animal? My brother, my sister, I don't like to sound like a preacher, but today I came out to take it easy and to take it cool. I leave it here. It's been the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. And I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. It's been the Blakk Pot. Yes, I love you.